right, welcome to the Roll Credits Podcast. Great to have you. I'm the dad, Matt Buff, and this is my son Jordan, who's 22, my son Jacob, who's 18, and my son Cooper, who's 14. 14 years old. That means in his whole lifetime, there's been only one good Star Wars movie made in his entire lifetime. I'm talking about live action, by the way.
Even if you don't include live action.
Yeah, even I'm
true.
not. Yeah, I'm talking about. I mean, it's weird because I was born in '76, and in '76, my first ever movie I went to was Star Wars: A New Hope. So we're gonna talk a lot about Star Wars on this podcast. But first, we all went and spent money and watched The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna preface this. If you like Star Wars, maybe this isn't the movie for you. Cooper, you're the big Star Wars fan in the family. What are your initial thoughts when you walked out of the theater, man?
It just felt like they got AI to write the script for that movie. It's the most generic storyline you could have. The Jabba stuff was kind of unique until they had the worst voice actor you could possibly have. He sounds, for Rada the Hutt, he sounds like an 18-year-old complaining, whiny boy voicing him. It's bad.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White wanted to cash a check there, but give me that Star Wars money dip.
Did they kill the Hutts or what?
They killed the twins.
Oh, can we let's preface this?
No, I mean the kill the Hutts as being. I meant not kill physically. I meant. By the way, there's spoilers. Okay. Spoilers are coming. But now when I go watch it, like Return of the Jedi or something with the Hutts in it, are they in Return of the Jedi?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I watch something with the Hutt, I'm going to be thinking of that worm thing that talked like a teenage boy.
You would not like the Clone Wars movie.
Who somehow that Rada the Hutt is somehow less annoying in that movie than.
Yeah.
Jake and Jordan, we enjoy going to the theater, right? And how many times do we have to get burned by Star Wars movies before we stop going to see Star Wars movies?
Well, in my review, when I wrote it down, I literally said I just don't think these movies are made for me anymore, and I think I'm accepting that. The fact that the last good Star Wars movie that came out in theaters was from 2016, Rogue One. And just everything with the sequels, but even a lot of the shows, I like certain aspects of the new shows, but like just in general, and I was expecting this going in, but this is made for kids. It really is a kids movie. There's a whole 30-40 minute section of Grogu fucking around in the woods, and then them and all the little Babu Fricks are on the Bill spaceship, and it's like it's supposed to be cute and shit, and there's no way to complain about this certain aspects of the movie without sounding like an old miser guy. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, it's just not for me. It's clearly just not for me anymore. It's just they're clearly trying to sell certain things because it's Disney. I don't know. It was not. I didn't like almost any aspect from it.
No, the parts of that scene you're talking about, it looked like Fraggle Rock.
Jake, what are your thoughts?
I just want to say I have not been that disappointed coming out of the theater since Eternals. It was that bad.
It was worse.
It was
Eternals was bad. Eternals was awful. I wouldn't say it's worse.
It's not worse than Eternals.
It was the same level.
I don't want to say it was so worse.
Bad.
Neither were great.
Oh, and I went to Eternals hungover, right? And I went into this one with good expectations. You know what? We've seen a lot of bad Star Wars crap over the last decade or so. Yeah. It was just terrible. I never seen so many actors mail it in. I mean, you got good actors. You got Sigourney Weaver.
We're coming into the.
I mean, and you know what the problem is? The problem is this was directed by Jon Favreau, who created the series
Iron Man
for Mandalorian. This is the same guy who gave us Iron Man 1 and 2, right? Some of the most peak movies you could ever watch. But the problem with this movie, produced by Kathleen Kennedy, all right, that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
I rated it 1 star on Letterboxd. One of my lowest movies, I think I've logged, to be honest. I felt like the first, 10 minutes were, decent, and I was like, okay, this might not be terrible, but it just got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
When Jabba the Hutt, and when Rada talked, I was like, this is bad.
Yeah, my expectations weren't that high, I'll be honest, because I always thought Grogu was annoying. Again, it's for kids, but when people say Star Wars is for kids, I disagree with that notion in general because kids can enjoy it. Everyone can enjoy Star Wars. It's made for everybody. That's probably why it's the most prolific IP ever made. Is because it's literally you can be 5 years old or 55 years old. You still can find aspects that you enjoy. And the original movies, I would argue, are not made for kids at all. Again, kids can enjoy it, obviously, but like there are serious themes that they go over. The Empire is basically space Nazis, right? You see Uncle Owen get burned alive. There are very real aspects of this movie that are made for adults, and also just it's a serious storyline. So when you jump to what Disney's doing, it's clearly it's made by this corporate machine that is really catered to kids, so much so that it dilutes the story and makes everything and overall just not interesting anymore. It just sucks.
It really does. It kind of makes you wish that the Empire didn't lose.
Yeah,
Because the Rebels never really had a plan. They made all these different little series and movies, and the Rebels never had a real plan. They organized. Remember the Empire, right? Where the stormtroopers marched in line. We had a pecking order. They actually did bring balance to the Force because it was the Empire, and then you got to fight the man, but the man. Turns out I kind of missed the man after seeing all these little circus clowns run around.
I will not be falling for this Imperial propaganda. The rebels were right, but I get where you're coming from.
They
But the rebels
mismanaged.
Yeah,
are-
but they sucked at control, and they even said, "Oh, the rebels don't have jurisdiction in this part again." Dude, Empire got that shit locked down from head to toe, dude.
But what Cooper's point is they're not supposed to have jurisdiction, right?
Yeah.
No, but
that's the point of not being the Empire.
Jurisdiction. I mean, like the police have jurisdiction everywhere. Like you should at least be monitoring situations.
Yeah.
Because like Empire, they let that shit go because it sucked, but it didn't fuck with their plans. But they were still controlling the shit that needed to control.
Well, there's only one place the police don't have jurisdiction, and that's Old Town in Sin City. All right, so we want to transition this into ranking our Star Wars movies for our first podcast. This is going to be an interesting discussion because, like you see, we have several age groups here. And I think I'm going to start... I'll start this one, and then you guys can pick it apart. So we're only doing... The 12 live action, or how do you want to do this?
We were just about to do just the 12 theatrically released, but then Cooper, argued for a Clone Wars movie, and we're like, okay, that's fine because it is canon and it makes sense.
It is a theatrical movie.
I thought it would only came out on Cartoon Network. That's what I remember happening. I guess it might have came out in theaters in certain parts.
So I feel like I have to include it, and people probably just want to know our opinion on it.
That's
so,
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Let me ask you before we start. Clone Wars is the best cartoon?
The show is the movie.
Yeah, so
What's with Star Wars and movies these days?
The Clone Wars show was a thing on Cartoon Network for a while, and it's probably
Yeah.
the most prolific Star Wars show. But they made a movie about it, and again, you haven't seen it, so you don't have to rank it. But yeah.
Well, I'll rank it, even though I haven't seen it. I know it's better than the Mandalorian and Grogu, without even seeing it.
It's a little better, yeah.
Like I haven't seen a lot of movies.
It's not that much better. It still kind of sucks, dude. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we got Deathstroke over here. That's better. But I'm telling you what. So I'll go on my list. So
You want to do from bottom to number one?
I'll do bottom to top.
you want to do bottom to top?
Bottom, yeah.
All right, bottom's harder because they all suck except for like 3 of them.
Well, that's the idea.
That's the point. Bottom of the list is bad.
Any good
yeah.
Star Wars movies?
Yes, and I'll
Did
explain
you just
why
say
here in a
there's
little.
only 3 good Star
So there's 3 like peak Star Wars movies.
Such an old head. I know what those 3 are. I know what they are.
Well, I'll tell you.
No,
here.
he's not an old head. Actually, when you hear it, it's
There's
actually
probably 4.
the-
There's probably 4.
Okay, because
Just
I know
'cause
what
of the
number
classics.
1 or 2 is going to be. Is the opposite of an old head.
I know one's gonna be super hot. I'm really excited.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
Now I
we
remember.
we
Okay.
would be lost without this movie.
But let's let him explain it because they don't
We
know
would
what we're
be
talking
lost
about.
without this movie. All right, so if we're including Clone Wars, there's 13 movies we're talking
Yes,
about.
there are.
But you don't have to do it because you haven't seen it.
Yeah, you
That's
can't.
not-
Don't rank it because you don't have a frame of reference.
All right,
It's at the
so
bottom, anyways.
I'll go 12, and 12 is the Mandalorian and Grogu. I mean, I've never seen. At least the other bad Star Wars movie tried to keep to the theme that this is a Star Wars movie. This was Fraggle Rock. This was nothing to do with anything, and the pilot scenes in that movie. I mean, I never seen anybody not look like a pilot.
I mean, like, that movie didn't make me angry like the sequels did, though. Like, I was enraged.
But that's why I rank them higher, because they were supposed to be better than they were, and they at least had Kylo Ren or something.
Kylo Ren was only good for the first quarter of Force Awakens. That's
Yes.
it.
All right, so that is 12. The Last Jedi is 11. I mean,
A bit high.
what a piece of crap of a film. I'm not a big Luke Skywalker guy anyway, and he shit the bed in that one.
In
too.
that
you
one,
don't
I
like
agree
the-
with you.
Yeah.
In that movie specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He was only good in like one, maybe two movies.
Maybe 3.
Maybe
He's
just
good at 3
two.
movies. Movies where he's the main character. Yeah, dead.
In one of those, he's not good. And he crapped the bed in that Last Jedi. And there was a shot he was going to be in Mandalorian, because technically in that world he was still alive.
That would have been something, though.
It would have been better than the twins or something.
Yes. And then after that, I'm going to go The Force Awakens. Oh, no, The Rise of Skywalker. Sorry, The Rise of Skywalker is going to be 10 for me. And then The Force Awakens.
Sure.
I don't mind Rey. I liked her when she was working in the area where the Jews hang out. The shopping mart. Yeah. But
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Edit. But in the shopping area, you know, where
Yeah,
she's
broke.
growing up.
Where
Yeah,
she's
she's broke and she's good. So that one's 10. And then I'm going to go, let's see. After that, I'm going to go Attack of the Clones at 9. All right.
What? Wait, what? Attack of the Clones?
Well, what did I miss?
The Force
Force
Awakens.
Awakens.
Is 9, right?
Force
Okay,
Awakens
Force
and
Aw-
Solo.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Solo.
Yeah.
Let
This
me-
is why you write it down.
Yeah, I wanted
This is
to
why
live
you-
action this, and it's not working out
That's
so
why
well.
you make the list
But
before.
I'll go Force Awakens and then Solo,
Okay.
because Solo was kind of entertaining. What are your? I know you'll talk about Solo later. You had a great take on Solo.
Yeah, I'll talk when it's my turn. I'll go more in depth in my solo opinions. I just rewatched it because I knew we were doing these rankings. I'm like,
That's right.
this is interesting that they went about this way. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
And then I'll go Attack of the Clones after that. Okay. And then we'll go see Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith was kicking its butt until it had the largest hole in Star Wars history.
You want to talk about that now or later?
We're going to talk about that here in a
Later.
second, because somebody at this
After our
table
rankings.
is going to rank that movie very
After the
high.
rankings.
And then let's see. So we'll put Revenge of the Sith there. Phantom Menace with the pod race. The pod race was awesome.
Menace above Sith?
Yeah, the Phantom Menace. We have
Why?
so much happen. We get introduced to Darth Maul, who died in that
So
movie.
much happened. We watched 20 minutes of Gungans farting. You think that's a lot happening?
First of all, I'd rather watch Gungans farting than
cool
Solo,
fight scenes?
Mandalorian, or The Last Jedi.
But then cool fight scenes with Obi-Wan and Anakin, Obi-Wan versus Grievous, Obi-Wan, Anakin versus Dooku,
Very
Order
good
Palpatine,
movies.
Order 66, Palpatine versus Darth Maul. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would rather watch Gungans farting than that?
That was not 20 minutes long.
No,
The
no.
pod race, so much happens. Anakin learns how to be a pilot. He's
Agreed.
his midichlorians were off the charts.
I agree. It's a good
We
movie.
saw where C-3PO came from. It's an origin story.
Pod race isn't even the best part of that movie. You're missing like the best part of the movie. You're saying C-3PO instead of the Duel of the Fates, by the way.
Yeah,
that was
that-
good too.
That I agree. It's a good movie. It's when that's like the biggest problem with that movie is that there's filler. There is a lot of filler in that movie, and there is no filler in Revenge of the Sith.
The Revenge of the Sith is great. It's a great movie, and anytime Hayden Christensen has that many talking roles, that's a bad thing. But the fight scene, I love. That's why they're together for me. But I go Phantom Menace because it was just a little bit more enjoyable as a movie, and you got to see so much origin stuff happening.
Right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
No, that's fine.
No,
Well,
yeah.
All right, what number was that? Probably.
I don't know the number. It's just,
You
you're
have
just
4
listing them
left.
off.
You have 4 left.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4 then is gonna be
You have
Return, Rogue,
Empire, New Hope, and Rogue One.
yeah. All right, so now we'll count down from 4. Empire is number 1. It's
Scared me. I was like,
it's the
"Four?
greatest.
Oh my God."
It's the greatest
There you go.
Star Wars
It's
story.
fair.
It created the franchise. It makes so many. Return of the Jedi is one of those movies you see on reviews on Letterboxd and stuff where people miss Star Wars fans, especially older ones. They're like, we used to mean
You mean
something.
Empire?
You said Empire. You said Return of the Jedi.
I mean, Empire. Yeah, Empire is right there. Number 2, Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
God.
It is so damn good. It's the last good Star Wars movie to ever grace the presence of a theater.
That's true,
That
but
is
that's
true.
not
And
the point.
The
Though.
lowest,
It's a
bar,
movie-
the lowest bar of all time.
It has the coolest Darth Vader scene in any movie, any cartoon, anything.
Again,
Maybe.
it might not even have that.
I don't
that's
hate
the
that
best.
take.
That's the best thing going for it, and that might not even be the best Darth Vader
I don't hate
scene.
that take though. Like you could argue that is the best.
Like, that's up
Darth
there.
Vader.
It's
Like,
up
It
there.
I would
is
put Empire.
peak.
I would put Empire 1, but like he's probably second.
It's up there, but the last 10 minutes of the movie can't be the only thing you ever talk about. The rest of the movie is mostly filler. Yes, there's good parts, it's good dialogue, but when you watch a Star Wars movie, you watch it for the space stuff. When it's a good mix of politics and the space stuff, that's what makes it a really good movie. That Rogue One is 95% politics.
It's weird to see a trilogy or a series of movies where one movie actually makes another movie better, makes it more important. And how much crap these people went through just to fax those plans to the ship. I mean, it was remarkable. And then you go A New Hope after that because they did such a clever and good thing in Rogue One, leading you right up until New Hope begins. And when you see how much stuff happened with R2 and the plans in New Hope, and all you can think about is Rogue One, man, they spent so much effort and so many lives were lost getting this to that ship. They put it in R2, and what happens? He gets kidnapped. You know what I mean? You're like, all that effort almost died.
I just think you're hyper fixating on one moment when there's 2.5 hours of film movie. We gotta be
No.
about that.
I can go on. Jen Erso, the fact how the Death Star got made, that was a remarkable storyline.
Galen or so.
Well, yeah, her dad.
Yeah.
And the fact that she got to see her dad on her dying days, and he's the one that put the hole in the Death Star. But the cool thing is how he was recruited by force to complete this Death Star. The place where they took him to finish the work and everything. It was just remarkable. The storyline from beginning to end. I even like Forrest Whitaker in that movie. Any guy, Darth Vader has asthma. So did Forrest Whitaker in the movie. Anybody with asthma is pretty cool.
There's the last 20 minutes are really good.
I think the whole movie's good.
The other is just pure dialogue most of the time. There's that scene where her dad dies. That's pretty good too. But the rest of the movie is just pure okay dialogue at best.
Don't choke on your aspirations. Is a pretty good scene.
It's a great scene.
Of course, Vader is carrying the movie. But
So it's A New Hope and then Return of the Jedi. So to round it out, Empire, Rogue One, New Hope, Return of the Jedi. I could have done without the Ewoks, but it's still a fun Star Wars movie. I can tell Harrison Ford was kind of getting sick of it at this point, but he kind of mailed it in a little bit. But Return of the Jedi. So that's my top 4, and then
So Returns 4th. and
Yeah,
then New Hope's
4th.
3rd. Okay.
yeah, that's right.
I mean, like your top 4 is good of good movies. Rogue One isn't the second best Star Wars movie, like not by a long shot, but the collection of those 4 movies, I don't mind. Revenge has to be up there.
Revenge is so much. God.
Revenge has to be up there.
Revenge is. I don't know how you can just put it that well.
Alrighty.
We'll talk about that here in a second. You go next.
All right. Again, so this is I had written it down, but it's on the phone, which we are using to record. But I think I got it off the top of my head.
Okay.
Number 13, not only is it the worst Star Wars movie of all time, I think you can make an argument in context it's the worst film ever made because it systematically destroyed the greatest IP to ever exist, and that would be The Last Jedi. Everything about this movie is terrible. They ruin so many characters, including Luke Skywalker. Rey already kind of sucked, but it made her worse. Did nothing with Finn. Rose is a terrible. I mean, you've heard
terrible character.
You've heard this story a million times. I'm just gonna repeat everything you've heard a million times. So we'll move on. Number 12 is gonna be Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker. Hell, maybe you can argue in certain aspects is a worse film, but I think because after The Last Jedi, for me specifically, I'm like, okay, this film I don't care for anymore. I know it's going to be bad because there's no way it can be. Last Jedi put it in such a bad position. I put Last Jedi below it. But yeah, Rise of Skywalker terrible. You know how somehow Palpatine returned. Again, things you've heard a million times. Now at number what are we at? 11. I am going to go Mandalorian and Grogu. It was always Force Awakens here was the third the worst for me, but at least Force Awakens has some things that are like, oh, okay. Like, okay, look at Kylo Ren's kind of cool here. Or at least Han's kind of fun. Like, there's like certain things here and there that I'm like, okay.
Chewie, we're back.
Yeah, it's like shit like that. It's like there's certain things here that I'm like, okay, that's kind of fun. I like that. But Mandalorian and Grogu, dude. I didn't have any expectations, but man, this is just such a nothing burger of a film. We gave a spoiler alert. I don't know what we could spoil though, because nothing really cool
The
happened.
spoiler is don't see this movie. Cooper left a review on Letterboxd of a movie. He put 1 star and he put spoiler alert, which means it's
Difficulties. I don't remember where it cut off. I'm just gonna start to my point about Mandalorian and Grogu about how I feel like nobody in that film wanted to be there. Like it was just everybody was just kind of cashing a check, which is like I hate because this is the first Star Wars movie in 7 years theatrically, and it's like,
yeah,
what are we doing? But yeah, not a great, not. And I also hate that little shit. So yeah, but so now we're on to Force Awakens. I remember I didn't hate this movie as much, but then I rewatched it like a few months ago, and it's like because I know what happens afterwards, and also like it just the whole Disney formula, however they do it, it just doesn't feel like genuine. There's no heart in these movies like there are in the original or the prequels. Like it's probably because George Lucas isn't there. I think that's probably the answer. Again, but it's ahead of Mandalorian and Grogu. And someone in a video made a good point about how because it kind of blatantly copies the New Hope story, the story's kind of sound. So I'm like, so again, I think it's like slightly better. It still sucks. After that, I guess we'll do the Clone Wars movie. Because you know, I it's been a while since I've seen it. I remember not liking it as a kid. If I didn't like it as a kid, probably wouldn't like it now. Raw to the Hutt, less annoying, but still annoying in that fucking movie. But you know, we Rian, Ahsoka, great. Or Anakin, Obi-Wan banter, fine. And then moving on from that, I believe we have Attack of the Clones. No, Solo. We have Solo, a Star Wars story. Again, just I feel perpetually numb while watching it. Like my review, it was kind of funny how everything cool that happens to Han Solo, him meeting Chewie, him getting the Falcon, meeting Lando, doing the Kessel Run, all happened in the span of like 4 days. So according to that movie, everything iconic about him happens in like a week, which it's stupid.
like what happened in the other 20 years?
Exactly. That means nothing cool happened in between then.
And don't forget about how his name isn't really Han.
Yeah. Oh, who are you with? I'm with nobody. Oh, Han Solo. Funny, hilarious. And the L3 robot character sucks too. But then we're moving on to stuff that isn't miserable. I think I believe we're on Attack of the Clones. I know Cooper likes it more than I do. I think Jake does as well. I do think just the Anakin and Padme stuff isn't good. It's just not good written dialogue. It's poorly acted by both Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen. I just don't think that stuff's great. I think the whole time in the movie, I'm like, man, just get to the Battle of Geonosis. Just get to that point. That's what I'm waiting for. You know, it's still, but at least it's made with heart, and I can tell that it's genuine. And there are certain story beats I can't even say I don't enjoy watching it because I do, because it's genuine Star Wars, and that's all I ask for. After that, I feel like we kind of go up a tier a little bit for me personally, and then we're on Phantom Menace. And Phantom Menace is fun. Pod racing scene is fun. Duel of the Fates is fun. It's awesome. Darth Maul is fucking cool. I think the Qui-Gon Jinn stuff, him being completely wrong about Anakin, but being so involved in it. Even though he didn't die, Anakin probably would have been fine. But it's just a fun movie. It's very rewatchable too. One of the more rewatchable Star Wars films, I would argue. I don't know why. The pacing of the movie is just really good.
It's really good. It's a lot of fun, and it's not necessarily a kid movie.
No.
But you got a kid that's being forced to grow up because of his mom.
Exactly.
And,
It's like there's obviously kid elements, but like even the worst part of that movie is the shit that's appealing to younger audiences. Jar Jar Binks. That's the worst shit about that movie. The cool stuff is the stuff everyone can enjoy.
You know, a long time ago, that was the worst Star Wars movie until they started making all the crap.
Yeah, no, that's
Everybody bagged on that movie
because
until The Last Jedi and shit came out.
Well, when it came out, it was the worst Star Wars movies because it was the original trilogy. And then I think it was better than the Attack. And then we'll talk about Revenge in a second.
It has the highest expectations a movie could
it was
possibly
never
ever
gonna,
have.
It was never gonna.
That's a
not
great
fair.
point.
That's like not fair to.
How you
movie.
gonna be a great movie when I never seen expectations like that? I mean, they talked about that. People were standing in line for a week.
Yeah.
Especially when that movie's part of its build up for the peak that happens in the third movie.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta trust the process, and I get the fans watching at that time, they wanted to see really cool stuff, but then they got a lot of build up stuff.
Yeah.
But like watching it now, it's really good.
Yeah. And then after that, we are on to Rogue One. A bit low for Dad, I know, but
Jen, I will go with you. Cassius said I had to.
I think it's a lot of fun. I do believe the best part of the movie is the last 30 to 40 minutes. I think Cooper's undercutting. I don't think
Half the movie.
I think it's more than 20 minutes.
It's not. It's.
I think it's like 30 minutes.
I think
If you include like when they go on the Rogue One ship or whatever, and then they start setting up everything on the beach, which when I start counting that, I think it's like 30 minutes. I don't know. I have to fact check that.
I
that
count
could be
the
wrong.
actual like fighting scene.
But I think that when they go rogue on the rebels and they actually start doing that shit, I think that stuff's really cool and fun. I really like that.
To Cooper's point earlier, when you talk about walking around a Star Wars looking town, a Star Wars feel, that's from front to end on that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything? How does that make it better though? The scenery, the scenery is like the same as good as any other movie.
No,
yes,
it's really not.
Yes, it is.
It's really not.
In every movie, the scenery in all the movies are like same. It's fine. It doesn't.
There's
matter.
something about a dirty, gritty town in a Star Wars film that's just fantastic.
I mean, I think it's fine. I think you overrate it because it's not as electric and as important and as fun as the rest of the movies I'm about to talk about. However, I'm gonna talk about what I like about the movie because it is high on. It is because that last 30 minutes, I think 30 to 25 minutes is electric and it's some of the best Star Wars. And then you do get one of, if not, I don't know, I have to think about it, one of, if not the best Vader scene. And that scene is fucking awesome. And I do think the build-up is enjoyable. I think, you mentioned the stuff on the bridge and when they're talking about it, like how she eventually does flip over. Like it's again, Cooper's right in the sense where it's like clearly not as good as the last 30 minutes, like, and that's there's that disconnect, but I don't think that makes the movie bad by any means. I think it's very good, and I think even Cooper would agree the movie's good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, so
it's just the most overrated one, in my opinion.
And that's fair. I probably have it lower than weirdly a lot of people. I thought Dad was alone on that, but then we're looking at everybody else's list. People always put it at top 3. I'm like, oh,
Something about that movie.
It's funny. They all say I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here, but Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars movie. You are not
Most
alone on that.
podcasts were like Jedi and Rogue One.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a weird take. I thought I had the hot take on the panel today.
No.
And I was. But around these guys, I have the hot take. So
Yeah.
keep going.
But but moving on, I do have Return of the Jedi. I do have Return of the Jedi. Phenomenal film. I think the whole way, just all that, the Luke, and I think that's the best Luke we get, like pretty easily. That's when he's locked in. He's trading with Yoda.
Yeah.
The stuff at Jabba's palace is fun. And then that locked in scene with him and Vader and Palpatine at the end is just fantastic. That's Star Wars for me. Is that scene right there? That is Star Wars. I love it. My father's a Jedi. I'm a Jedi like my father before me. Chills every fucking time.
Great
It's
line.
phenomenal.
Great line.
Again, and then I think it is lower than the other 3 on because the Ewok stuff, and honestly, the Endor scene is great, and then the speeder bike scene is fun, but a lot of the stuff on Endor is not a miss, but it's slow. It's worse. it's slower than everything else in the movie. Jabba's palace stuff, end scene stuff. Then there's that second act that's like, I don't know. It's good.
The Ewoks.
It's good. Ewoks. It just again, it's been talked about in nauseum. But again, I don't like the really catered to kids stuff in Star Wars. Maybe some adult man, which is fine, but I don't. That just it throws me off when I'm watching like a really good movie, which this is, by the way, a phenomenal film.
But I feel like you are overestimating how long the Ewok stuff is. Most of the second act is them getting to Endor and then doing the speeder bike stuff. Then they meet the Ewoks, do the seance thing, but then they go back to the Rebels. Getting trapped into the Death Star and thinking it's not functional.
But
then it's a trap scene, and then they do.
Then they fuck up the clone troopers, which makes no sense.
Because they had the help of the Rebels.
But
That's
still,
why.
It's like when you have the best plan strategist in the galaxy, like that shouldn't really play a factor at all.
How long was the space between Return of the Jedi and
Phantom? It was Return came out 83, I think, something like that. And then Phantom came out in 99, so about 16, 17.
And you want to know why? Because after the Ewoks, they did the Ewok Christmas special.
Yes.
They did these weird
Because
Ewok movies.
They're trying to sell fucking Muppets and
Yeah. And George Lucas, I believe, did not like the direction of things were going. And it took a long time to get the thing back on track. So that's how awful the Ewoks are.
Like this isn't about this isn't about the Return because Cooper's right. The Ewoks aren't the entire film.
Right.
I'm not saying they are. That's why I'm just saying the Ewoks, the indoor stuff, is why it's lower than the other three. But it's so weird. That's like a little sidebar here. Why did they only focus on the Ewok stuff?
For the spin-off stuff?
For the spin-offs. They ignored everything else cool about these movies.
And they were terrible.
They made like 3 shitty Ewok movies. 2 or 3.
Yeah, they put them on TV.
Ewok action.
And they had these dumb storylines. And I think George Lucas just got embarrassed. Probably went in hiding for 15 years and then wrote Phantom Menace.
I think he just I don't even know if he was involved. I don't know.
He was involved. He wasn't. In fact, he was in one of them.
It's not that big a deal.
It is because why the big long disconnect between Jedi and Phantom Menace? I blame the Ewoks. Yeah, keep going.
I've never seen him, and it's fine. But next though is New Hope. Obviously created it all. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say about this movie. The only thing is it's just not as electrifying as the top 2 here. Like the top 2 are bam, bam, bam. We're doing Star Wars. We have the small talk. I'm not saying dialogue is bad when it comes to these movies. It's not. It's one of my favorite parts of these movies actually.
Yeah, I would say the dialogue of New Hope is.
It's very good.
It's super good.
And that's the only reason it's a almost perfect film. And it's everything about it's phenomenal. Like the Obi-Wan Vader fight sucks, which is on purpose. I get that, but at the end of the day, it does suck.
That fight did suck. And whiny Luke.
It's also made in the 70s, though.
That's I'm not saying.
It was way ahead of its time. Everybody knows
Actually,
that.
for that time, it was pretty.
That's what I'm saying. It's I'm nitpicking because I have to explain why it's number 3. But moving on, number 2 is Revenge of the Sith. I do agree that your hole at the end exists. I don't think that at all ruins the movie for me even a little bit. I don't know why, but
it almost ruins the whole damn franchise.
That's overstaying things. But
such a chud.
We'll talk about
Padme.
We'll go into detail on what he's talking about in a second. But
that's why Cooper's going last.
Yeah, that's true. Revenge of the Sith is you have probably the greatest opening to a Star Wars. Yes. When they're both in space and they're doing that awesome dogfight, or not dogfight, but the stuff with the ships.
And the greatest ending.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's front.
Not at all.
The Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight is a part of the ending. When he becomes Darth Vader, is a part of the ending. That you can't say that it's not.
The ending is the problem with that movie, Cooper.
And we'll get to that soon.
We don't want to keep repeating the things that the audience doesn't know what's coming up. But
you'll see.
Yeah, but good things about Revenge of the Sith. It's from front to go. We're doing the ships, and then we're doing Anakin's turn, and then we're doing the fight with Grievous. We're doing Order 66. And then we have that awesome fight scene, probably the best fight scene in Star Wars,
arguably.
Yeah. And then it's up there. front to back, this movie's phenomenal. It's electrifying. It's Star Wars. I love it. And then number 1 is Empire. Empire is like it's Star Wars magnum opus. It's everything you want. It's Vader at the height of one of the greatest fictional characters ever. This movie's probably the reason why, I would argue. Arguably the greatest plot twist in movie history. Some of the most iconic moments. The best Han we see. We bring in Yoda. Luke is, figuring things out. I mean, again, we're talking about Star Wars here. I'm going to repeat things you've already heard before, but Empire is probably one of the most important movies ever made. It's just this. Revenge of the Sith can be one for me on a given day, but I'm just going Empire right now. But yeah.
All right, good list. All right.
It's a good list.
Yeah.
Not much things I would change. Actually, never mind.
Yeah, but nothing but you get where I'm coming from everywhere. Yeah.
All right, so I'm starting with the movies that are just like not good, and like I logged them like under 3 stars.
Yeah.
All right, The Last Jedi, last place.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And then The Last Jedi, Palpatine somehow returned. Wait, no, or is that Rise of Skywalker? No,
That's
Rise of
okay,
Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker's next though. Okay.
We're
Palpatine's-
exposing Paul.
The Rise of Palpatine.
Palpatine somehow returned. So.
Yeah.
God. All right, and then I do have the Mandalorian and Grogu third. I think Force Awakens is a little bit better.
I agree, man.
I thought I'd be alone on this, but everyone agrees so far.
I mean, it was so
The
awful.
movie was not that good.
It's an embarrassment to the name Star Wars.
I
Yeah.
don't think there was like a scene that I like really liked. Like,
There was-
I,
there
was- I like the
felt
beginning
like the
scene.
beginning was like decent.
That was
Like,
pretty
I
cool
thought
when they were
that-
chasing that one guy down. But then even that turned out to be dumb.
When Rada like said like a weird voice, I was like,
We don't know how to fly the ship.
"We gotta fly the cockpit." Can't blame the guy for trying. Then I have the Force Awakens, 4th to last. Again, like Kylo Ren's like the only like light in the dark here.
Yeah.
He's like okay.
A movie that pump fakes you, right? Where like he stops the bolt and he has this cool mask on, and then you see Poe and Finn. You're like, oh, I like these guys. Like, oh fuck, are we back? And then the rest of the movie happens. But
And then Rey pops up.
then Ray Palpatine pops up. Fun time.
And then I have the Clone Wars movie, Unseasoned Chicken. So he's bland and it has baby Rada.
Unseasoned,
Nothing-
great way to put it.
Really, it's just
Not
really
bad.
mid. It's like
Unseasoned chicken.
Yeah.
it's
Those
not good.
cartoons are made to fill in holes from the live action films.
Yeah, like I mean, it's been so long since I saw that, but like I think the only thing that I would like about it is like the shit with Ventress and Obi-Wan, because even Ahsoka kind of sucks in that. I think I remember her being annoying. Snips.
But like it's the same thing with Luke. It's like she's kind of annoying on purpose to
Yeah.
like build her character in the future.
Yeah, but they don't.
not nearly
They
as
don't
good.
end up. It's not the same.
And I think it is nearly as good.
In
The
that
Clone Wars
movie,
show,
though, in the Clone Wars
in the
show,
movie.
yes. When I
Well,
talk
it,
about,
it sets it up for the Clone Wars show.
yeah, but we're just talking about the movie for what it is. In that pocket, she kind of just sucks, in my
Like
opinion.
the whole point of that movie was to be a baseline for the Clone Wars show.
Yeah, and that's why it's low. Yeah.
All right, and then like the last movie that like I think is like not that good is Solo. It's just like really just unentertaining. It's just like I forgot like the name of Woody Harrelson's character, but he's
I just watched it and I already forgot.
I know what the
he's
name
just
of.
not a good villain.
I know what the name of Woody Harrelson character is. It's I don't turn down anything.
He wanted
he's
to be in a
everything.
Star Wars movie. Can't fault the
Yeah,
guy,
you know,
man.
it was in a Star Wars movie, but yeah.
And Darth Maul was in that movie.
For no
reason.
cheap pop. It's like, and even you guys saw the fucking mall show. Did they refer to that chick from Game of Thrones' character at all?
Nope.
It was just the most point. Yeah, alright, whatever.
Darth Maul's my favorite character, and like I didn't like that he was in there. So
Just for no reason.
For cheap pop.
Now, according to you, we're getting into good movies now.
yeah, no, I was about to say now like I like all these movies like a lot.
Okay.
Like I do have the Clone Wars movie like. Yeah, no, Attack the Clones I meant. So I gave this 3.5. I think it's a great movie.
Okay.
I think people like say like the ending, but I think the Jango Fett fight is really good with Obi-Wan. That's a really underrated part of the movie. I think the movie throughout. The only thing I don't like is Hayden Christensen's acting. It's really bad.
What about the Dooku fight with Yoda?
Good.
Yeah,
They're
that's
really
all,
good.
that all, it's almost like Cooper's point to fucking Rogue One, where the last 30, in my opinion, the last 30
The last 30 minutes of
Oh, no,
Attack of the
no,
Clones
no,
are
I
good.
I think
I think that Jango fight against
Okay.
Obi-Wan's really
Yeah,
that's fine.
I disagree because like when he founds the clone army, I think that's really cool, and the Jango Fett fight,
fine.
And you said you liked the politics, Revenge of the Sith. There's good politics in that movie
Good
too.
politics.
So,
See, okay, so like what? I kind of forgot. I'll be honest.
well, Palpatine becoming Palpatine strengthening his role as the
Him
Senate.
making the moves, and does he become a chancellor? Does he become chancellor?
He becomes chancellor in the
Because fucking Jar Jar appoints him.
Yeah.
Because Padme's not there.
They ran Binks out of town on a rail.
Jar Jar fucked everything up, both literally, like watching wise, and in canon. that was funny. And Dexter, what do you know? What can you know?
I like his boss though, Jar Jar's boss.
So according to like the general vibe, this is like the hot take, I guess. So I have Rogue One next, below the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's a great.
I think
I think it's a bit low for me.
I think the payoff is really good, but I think like the Phantom Menace, like overall, I think like because I think you got to. I do think you could argue like that's close. I think like the peak in Rogue One's a little better than Phantom Menace, but
Phantom Menace didn't have Jar Jar Binks.
Rogue
One.
I mean, Rogue One didn't have Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks is part of that. I know,
But the only thing that's different between that is you have Rogue One below Phantom, and then everything else. See, it's like I don't even hate that because I think Phantom's great, and I could flip flop on those two.
Yeah.
but
They're
I
both
do
very
think
similar.
Rogue One is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's just like again like I don't mind dialogue like the dialogue is
You don't mind. You don't value
it's
its
not bad.
greatness though. So go ahead.
It's not bad. But then I do have the Phantom Menace next. And again, Darth Maul's my favorite character, and I love the Duel of the Fates. And the pod racing's fun. It's just
Pod racing.
What do you mean no humans ever won this thing? I bet everything I had on this kid.
You got the big Q, big quadraros. The best club show behind Salacious Crumb.
Uriel, you gotta put Uriel Proof in
Uriel
that
Proof's up there.
conversation.
Yeah.
Or Bondo Reams, bro.
Club Shido episode next. No.
Flip flop and gloopty doop over here.
Best,
All right, go ahead,
best,
Nick, go
best
ahead.
Club Shido.
And then I do have Return of the Jedi 4th. This movie is really good. It's probably like a 9 out of 10 for me. It's just that the other three are just better. That's the only thing that like.
Am I right? The only thing that's like the biggest.
It's like the Ewok.
The
thing.
Ewok stuff. I think the second act is a little slower. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
So
also
peak,
like
right?
yeah,
It's awesome. Yeah.
like my father before. That's such a good movie.
Phenomenal.
But like, and then
Best movie.
third and second like they swap a lot. I'm gonna be honest, but. I think A New Hope's third,
Okay.
but I can but that can go second or third. But The New Hope, the pacing is one of the best in film like ever.
Phenomenal.
This movie is like 2.5 hours, I think. I don't like the runtime, but it's like it's good all the way through. I think.
Oh, there's a power converter.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a brat though, Dad.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Dad, do you
It is.
He went from that to Return of the Jedi. It's really cool.
I never remember owning any droids.
Dad, define the word character development.
Where a character grows to be a more fruitful and thoughtful and mature person.
Luke Skywalker.
Okay,
Luke
so
Skywalker.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
He becomes Hopium, the character.
He does become Hopian, but then he whines in the end about his dad dying. I mean, this guy's just a
So would
brat.
anyone.
Okay, again, side note. I don't know if I would allow if I lived in Endor or whatever. If I was a rebel, I wouldn't allow a memorial for fucking Darth Vader. That's like space Hitler. It's like Hitler coming in America, getting a big memorial.
He
We're coming in
brought,
Germany. Where he does a statue in Germany.
but he brought Balance to the Force, which is the biggest achievement you could ever do.
If I was
in
a
Star
rebel, I
Wars.
wouldn't give two shits about that.
So in the end, Obi-Wan
cares
was
what some
right,
random rebel
or
thinks?
Obi-Wan was right. He did bring balance to the Force. Then is
He
that what
was.
you're saying?
Until sequels.
To the fan made.
Yeah, till
Fan
the
fiction.
AI made Star Wars movies. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
And then two, I do have Revenge of the Sith. This movie is emotional roller coaster. It can make you cry. Like the Order 66 going into the final battle, it's unbelievable.
Dumb
Again-
Jedi.
Huh?
The old Jedi Council. They were stupid. That's
They
kind
were
of the point.
stupid.
Kind of the point as well.
Like both the Separatists and the Jedi and the Republic weren't. They both had their major flaws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which
That's
is why
why
the
it's
Clone Wars is such a great.
interesting.
Which is why the Clone Wars is such a great show
Yeah.
because they both have their issues.
Yeah.
Like the beginning, the Grievous fight, and Hayden Christian does act like way better in this one. I feel like
He's a good bad guy.
I'm trying to give him like he's better in this and like technical difficulties again. But my number one was Empire. Perfect
Cooper. Let's finish off with Cooper, the big Star Wars fan out of us all.
Yeah.
Some of us kind of trekked through this, but this guy, watch this.
So Last Jedi is last. No pun intended. It's a shit movie. There's no redeeming factors at all in this movie.
It
Not
looks
one.
good. That's it.
But like, none of that matters when the storyline. Yeah. If they put as much effort into the CGI as the writing, maybe, but no, they didn't. So Rise of Skywalker, also shit. It's what's a redeeming factor about this movie? Oh, I can't even think of anything.
It's like low key. Like as a movie goes, might be worse, but like. Last Jedi systematically destroyed Star Wars.
Yeah,
go ahead.
because it was like the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
So.
It's just dumb.
Yeah. I'll go Force Awakens next, because the first scene, yes, the Kylo, they started off with good characters, and the fact that they single-handedly ruined every single one is honestly crazy to me. How do you mess up every single character? That's like impossible, which is why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it more than Grogu, because... Like, that's honestly impressive on how much you ruin every character. Like, Kylo, he could have been so cool. But no, they made him a whiny brat, made him really weak all of a sudden. And then Finn, if he was a stormtrooper turned Jedi, that would have been a way cooler storyline than Rey becoming the GOAT out of nowhere. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I was going to say, Finn being, like, a wasted character was, like, the worst part of that
movie,
in my opinion.
Yeah, it's bad. Mandalorian and Grogu's next. I mean, like... I like the beginning scene, and I liked the arena scene where they're fighting all the big monsters and stuff. Even that was kind of bad, but like it's the second best scene. But like it's just not a good movie. It's slop. A lot of it's really slop. And yeah, and then next I have Solo, cause like it's just nothing entertaining about this movie. It's not even unseasoned chicken. There's just no chicken at all. It's just the plate. It's the plate.
With a bone.
Yeah.
What happened to my food?
Yeah. There's nothing here.
No bone either. There's just
Yeah, not bad.
It's still confusing because like who's that guy named who played Carnage?
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson from White Men Can't Jump.
He becomes a good and bad guy like 7 times in that movie, and it's just confusing. It's just so boring. I don't know how a movie can be that boring. But then I got the Clone Wars movie. It's not a great movie. But it's a baseline for a show, so I can't give it that much crap. And at least when I watch it with my friends, it's still kind of a fun watch. Yeah. It's like the animation is terrible, terrible animation. But there's some fun parts. Like I like Rex and stuff. I like Anakin still. Obi-Wan's always fun. Mm-hmm. I just like Clone Wars stuff in general. Okay, next, we're going on to movies I actually like now. I have Rogue One. I know that's low. I know that's low for like everyone. Apparently, I don't know why.
I didn't have that on my notes to put it that low.
I don't know why it's low for literally everyone, but like I find every other movie so much more entertaining. You can't be carried by the ending. You can't be carried by the ending so hard. I like when everyone says this is a hot take, that's my favorite. That's so annoying. Everyone agrees with you. Everyone likes that movie a lot. Stop saying that.
Well, if everyone does, shouldn't you?
No, because it's overrated. That movie it's so much filler. There's too much filler in that movie. I'm the one ruffling feathers, but like that movie, the dialogue is a lot of it's bland, and there's two good scenes, and that everything else
the building of the Rogue One team itself was phenomenal. The ship is called Rogue One, and they were getting guys from prison. There was a lot of trust issues. Jen was so mad at everyone. I mean, the whole thing. She just wanted to get to her dad, and then what did the rebels do? They attacked him, and they just had no communication value whatsoever.
You're making it sound way cooler than it is.
No, it's not. If you watch the movie, it's way cooler than what I'm saying.
When you watch it, it's just them talking in a ship for 30 minutes. That's what it's actually
They're talking
happening.
about important things and how to attack the base.
But that's not Star Wars. They're not supposed to just talk. It's not like what we're doing right now. Podcast.
And it's a Star Wars movie. They have the third coolest droid in this movie.
The droid's the second best character for Darth Vader. I like the droid the most. I don't know why I like the droid. He's funny.
The droid's fantastic.
The
I
droid's
like the
funny.
blind guy, man. I'm one of the
Blind
Force.
Oh, I'm one with the Force, and the Force is
That guy's
with
awesome.
me. Yeah, he's awesome, and his buddy is awesome.
Despite all that, I still think it's a good movie.
Talk about positives. Let's have Cooper go.
Positive?
Yeah.
Yes, the ending is really good. I love how they had the guts to kill off every character. And I think the scene where Daz dies is really emotional. Those two scenes are really good, but the rest of the movie, I just take it or leave it. Okay, next I have Phantom Menace. Yeah, I think I like
More than Attack.
I think I like Attack a little more. That's a pretty hot take, but yeah, Phantom Menace. I think it's really flip flop for me. I love both of these movies, but I think Attack's just. I love the Clone Wars storyline so much. That's why I like it a little more. But like, you can't go wrong with Duel of the Fates, one of the greatest duels in Star Wars. The pod racing scene is great. The beginning scene, the negotiations, is really good as well. It's overall me like an 8.5 out of 10 movie, almost a 9.
Yeah, no, I agree. When you go to Attack, I want to ask you a question before you get your review. So many earlier Star Wars movies reference the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars are brought up probably more than anything. Do you think that movie, because you ranked it pretty high, do you think it lived up to the talk about the Clone Wars?
Where else besides New Hope?
New Hope especially.
But like, where else besides when Ben Kenobi says like fought in the Clone Wars?
I know Luke talked about it later. I just remember hearing about the Clone Wars several times.
So what do you want me to say about that?
Do you think the Clone Wars movie lived up to the actual just
definitely.
hype of being the Clone Wars?
Definitely, the Clone Wars storyline is one of my favorite and just ever. I love this Clone Wars storyline so much, and the show is so good. It's like first it starts out as like, okay, we got to go on these missions, save these senators and stuff, but then it locks in season by season. It locks in slow, and just it becomes one of the greatest things. But we're not talking about the show. We're talking about the Attack of the Clones. So the reason I don't hate Hayden Christensen's acting as much as everyone else, because his acting would look better if Natalie Portman didn't just say, "I love you," after everything he says. Natalie Portman is the one who screws up there. When he yells, "I hate them," you're supposed to say, "Anakin, this isn't the path you're supposed to choose. Anakin, no, you shouldn't be doing that." No, she says, "Anakin, your heart's in the wrong place."
So it turns out that Padme is not such a great person to be in a relationship with.
Dude, the fact that the Jedi Council was like, "Hey, you're a horny teenager who's never had sex his entire life, and we're gonna lock you in a closet essentially with the hottest woman in the galaxy, and she's
Who's a queen?
Who's a queen, and that you've known since you were a kid, and she's gonna wear clothes that make her look like insanely sexy. But don't do anything.
And he blames her for not being emotionally supportive.
No, I'm talking about acting, you nut. I'm talking about the acting of the movie, Ned.
You stole my name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop
it's
saying nut.
Because that's a nutty thing to say. Because it's stupid. I wasn't
You
even talking
nut.
about. I wasn't talking about the story. And I think I actually like the romance parts, but like, I love the Jango Fett scenes. I don't know why. I don't really know why I like Jake. Why Jake doesn't like the Obi-Wan on Camino stuff. I think that stuff's pretty cool. When he finds the clone army, I think that's actually cool. And they explain the backstory to him. And the arena scene is great. Dooku is one of the most well-written characters in my opinion. So okay, and then
Nothing to do with this, actually.
next,
All right, double the fall.
next I have a new.
Finish him.
What?
That's what the Emperor said.
That's from Mortal Kombat, then.
No, but that's what the Emperor said
He said,
to
kick him
to
down.
Darth Vader.
Do it.
He wanted him to cut his head off. Finish him.
It's do it, Ned. You got the quote wrong.
Do it. Finish him.
Well, Dad doesn't like that movie, so that makes sense.
It's like that was like 7 for you. Okay. I'll go. Next, I'll go.
Goodbye. Everything's falling apart, but go on.
I'll go A New Hope. It started everything. It started everything. It's the perfect movie in my opinion. It's just it created the thing I love, and there's not one character I don't like. The story is phenomenal. It's just a great movie, and the only I guess the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader. But even I don't like nitpicking that knowing what they had to deal with, and they improved it majorly in the next couple movies. So, next, okay, this is the hottest take. I have Empire. I like Return just a little more because the scene where Luke fights Vader for the last time, and then he brings balance to the Force, especially knowing all the stuff with the prequels, the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight. You're supposed to bring balance to the Force, and after all of that, he still is the one who ends up doing it. Luke grows so well as a character, and I don't mind the Ewok stuff. I think that stuff, I don't mind it like you guys do. But like Empire, don't get me wrong, also a 10 out of 10 film. Like Jordan says, on a good day, I might like Empire more. But like Return, it's a soft spot for me. I like it. I just like it so much.
It's got comfort. It's comforting for you, maybe.
Yeah, and
I get that. That's fine.
I think they ended it perfectly. They ended it off so well, and then the sequels kind of ruined that. But like, I just choose to believe those aren't real.
Well,
so
it's AI.
yeah, AI generated script for the sequels. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Empire is just that's. I don't know. Like New Hope was very successful and popular, but when Empire came out, like that's the movie. Like, oh shit, this is the real deal, man. Star Wars is gonna be here for a long time.
Yeah,
and then just, I don't know. I get where you're coming from, but Empire, man.
I don't.
Like it just when you put everything into account, I think that ending is the ballsiest ending where everyone fucking loses, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it ends on a bad note.
You think
setting
Han's
up.
you think Han's dead? Best Han Solo stuff is in that movie. I think then you get
Yoda. You get Yoda.
I don't know.
It's the greatest plot twist of all time too.
Yeah.
but like with Return of the
Absolutely.
Jedi,
How many movies reference that plot twist?
Toy
How
Story.
many movies throughout
Toy Story.
history?
but with like with the Return of the Jedi, I think that's the perfect ending you could possibly have. It's just they've capped it off so well, and
I will believe you if you can sing the song the Ewoks were dancing to.
they were
The
like
Wakanda
muttering,
song.
they muttering random Ewok language. How am I supposed to know that? He just made that up. That's not what it is. He just made that up.
That boy pops. Look at you.
All right, number one
Numero uno?
is Revenge of the Sith, and it's like that's my favorite movie of all time. Beginning to end, just characters are so well written. This is the greatest storyline. The Anakin falling to the dark side is the greatest storyline of all time, in my opinion.
Great arc.
The greatest arc ever. Obi-Wan, the goat. I love it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I'm not brave enough for politics.
Yeah. And to see the strength they've grown in relationship and just everything falls apart. You want to talk about how everything goes wrong in Empire? Everything goes wrong in Revenge of the Sith. That's like Infinity War where they lose. Everyone loses. That's crazy. And you see the birth of Darth Vader, the greatest fictional character of all time, in my opinion. And then, and it's just the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight, my favorite scene.
Especially in the lava.
Yeah, in the lava. It's my favorite scene in movies. It's just people thinking that's the last scene there will be in Star Wars. After everything we've watched, it all led up to that moment. I think that it's, in my opinion, it's the perfect movie.
It was just such a great movie heading up to that moment where Queen Amidala, Padme, is she gets knocked down, right? She gets knocked down, a little bit of a chokehold from Anakin.
Force choke is different. It completely closes your lungs.
Well,
it's different than getting choked by
because she
normal
was
human.
still able to talk.
Barely.
And so she's pregnant with the kids, and we got a great thing going over here. She's gonna go in there, and she's gonna find a way to name the kids, and then oh my God, she just succumbed to her. And nope, not at all. Worst mother in history. Turns out it completely downgraded the movie 3 spots for me. We had such great momentum. They bring her in. Where that robot delivery nurse there says the dumbest line in Star Wars history. She's lost the will to live. Okay, she's lost the will to live, but she's pregnant with twins. The kids are being born. She names them, which means she loved them enough to name them, and then loses the will to live?
Okay, Dad. So
She could have survived. But as you know, if you've watched any medical drama or anything like that, what keeps people alive for so much is their will to live, right? They want to live, their desire. And if you're a mother who wants to do everything for these kids and loves these kids so much, she looks at them and names them Luke and Leia for no reason, by the way. Nobody knows why she named them Luke or Leia. That would have been some cool dialogue. Like, if I ever have kids, I want to name her Luke because of this.
maybe that's what she was thinking, Dad. When she probably would told Anakin that if he didn't turn to the dark side.
Well, maybe when they were hanging around the beach, they could have talked about it. The lakefront. Want to go back to the lake country, and we can talk about why
Okay,
I
Dad.
chose Luke as a name for my child and
Okay,
Leia.
Dad. So when
No, I'm not done. So she looks right at the babies and names them and looks at them with love, but doesn't want to hold them, doesn't want to do anything. And then the robot says she's lost the will to live, and then she dies because she loved Anakin more than she did those kids, and that's what killed her, because Anakin turned to the dark side. That's just terrible.
Okay, Dad. So
Those innocent poor
Holy shit.
kids.
Okay.
No wonder Luke was such a brat.
Okay, Dad. So when she was given her children, she was doing what she thought was best for them, and that was she thought if she lived with her kids, the Empire wants her dead. The Empire was going to come looking for her, because if Palpatine finds out that Padme is still alive, they're going to try to kill her immediately so Darth Vader doesn't turn back to the light side. So wherever Padme goes, they're going to be looking for her, and in the end they'll probably kill her and her children. So if she brings her children with her, they will probably have a really high chance of dying. So like, the reason she lost the will to live is because
So she killed herself?
it's
It's the same thing.
She didn't want to put those kids in a bad
I
situation.
wasn't done talking.
So
She wouldn't a bad situation, running for their lives with a high chance of death. She wanted what was best for her kids. She thought there's nothing left for this world to offer. So she
Killed herself.
So yes, she lost the will to live. Yes,
you admit she killed herself
yes, because she gave up.
right after naming her children.
Because if
She came from means, Cooper. It's not like she was somebody running around Tatooine, begging for change. She came from royalty. She had endless resources to take care of that kid.
she didn't.
Guess who she had on her side?
Dad,
This guy, the greatest Jedi.
no, she didn't. It's
Obi-Wan Kenobi would have helped protect her.
Okay, no, she didn't. It's because
What'd you say?
I said shut up because you kept talking over me.
Radio edit.
So when she's a senator, she wasn't a senator anymore. She would have become one of those people running on Tatooine because she wasn't a senator anymore.
That's not true. She had family.
No, she didn't. They were probably all killed. Naboo is now run by the Empire, so she can't go back there. She's not a senator there anymore. She had nothing left. No matter where she go, the Empire would have went to come and kill her, and she probably didn't want that life for
Why
her or
couldn't
her
she
kids.
run away with the dude that adopted Leia?
Because they were gonna come looking for her there too.
But they couldn't. But they.
So what?
Why couldn't-
They could have protected her.
But they didn't find Leia, so
Because
why
her
would
last
they?
name was Organa. Because she wasn't known as Leia Amidala. She was adopted by Bail Organa, who they didn't really care about.
Well,
so
Vader
Well, I'm
sniffed them
just saying,
both
no,
out
why,
anyway.
why couldn't? Oh, I didn't mean to say Leia. I mean Padme. Why didn't Padme run her off with the guy who adopted Leia?
because the Empire is gonna check everything. They probably checked there, and then the Empire was probably went to Alderaan, and they would find Padme. They would find Padme. And they
know
would kill
that
her.
though.
Yes, I do.
She
Because
should have
the
at
Empire-
least tried.
The Empire had their
tried-
hands full with the rebel forces. The
If-
rebel forces were going strong. To put all their eggs into finding Padme when the rebel forces
Yes,
are going
Dad.
strong.
Palpatine, Vader was his apprentice. He doesn't want Vader to turn to the. If Vader turns to the light side,
the Empire falls. So that don't you dare talk. The Empire falls, the dark side falls. So he's gonna do everything he can to find Padme and kill her. And once he found out that Padme was dead, he didn't do that. He probably didn't send anyone out in the first place. So the reason, if she went to Alderaan, they would have looked for her and they would have killed her and her children. That's why Padme didn't want to do that.
If she wasn't so selfish and looking out for herself.
No, she's looking out for her kids, Dad.
No, she left her kids. She didn't even know what would happen to them. She left them in a more vulnerable position.
After the kids.
That's why they weren't. Yes, they would have. And
they
Vader
weren't.
sniffed them out anyway.
No, they weren't.
Listen, if anybody could have brought balance to the Force, it was the only woman that Vader ever loved.
They were not.
We could have saved ourselves a lot of death, a lot of trouble, and Padme could have brought balance to the Force. He would have seen the love. There was a shot. Okay, I'm going to end it on this.
No, you're not ending it on this. You can't get the final word.
No, my last word, and then you get your last word. Fair enough?
Okay, fine.
Do you? And I want you. And I'm gonna ask you a question. Then I'll give you my final word.
Oh my God.
Calm down.
You do.
Is there a chance? Is there a chance that Vader seeing Padme? Is there a chance there's something could have happened there in a positive direction?
It might have, but no.
Done and done. I'm done. That's my argument. She was selfish. She killed herself after naming her children, which means she loved them.
You can't talk.
And then she let them go into the world and took her own life. That's my point.
Okay,
she was in the wrong.
What I was gonna say, if you didn't cut me off, he would have had a light moment for a second until they would probably kill her right after that. Because how would she even get to Vader without passing through the Empire in the first place? So they're gonna, no matter where Padme goes, she was probably gonna get found. She will get found because the Empire will do anything they can to find her, and then she will get killed and she will die. So will her children. So the reason she gave up, lost the will to live, because she wanted what's best for her children. If she didn't, she would have got found. They would have all died, and that would have been the worst possible ending.
Presumption. Last word.
It's not a presumption.
What do you guys think out there? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Padme argument?
I think my theory with what the whole lost the will to live is they had to write her off because she obviously wasn't in the original trilogy. I really don't see why. They simply wrote, because of her injuries sustained because of what Anakin did, she died. I think that then there's a conversation here. Right. I think the line she lost the will to live is stupid, and they could have just this all could have been avoided with. I think they should have wrote that, or at least have her trying to hide and getting killed. I needed to see it. I think it does leave it a little bit open and a little silly because they had to write her off. Now, does it ruin the movie for me? No, I don't really care.
Still a great
movie. But I'm just saying, I think they clearly just needed to write her off, and that's the best they could come up with.
I agree. That if they'd done it that way, my life would have been a whole lot easier. But there is no hole. There is no hole here. This is so stupid. No matter what would have happened, Padme would have died, so she might as well let her kids grow up not in fear at all, not grow up with a 100% chance of dying. So she just lost the will to live. There was nothing left for her. There's nothing she can do. No matter where she goes.
How many times did the Empire try to kill Luke?
0. Until we became a Jedi. Until we became a Jedi, obviously. But before then, they never tried to kill Luke. The first time they did it is when old Ben Kenobi told that Luke was going off with Obi-Wan. And then that's what told him Obi-Wan's still alive. That's the person they're looking for to try to kill.
Who was the first person they were going to torture in A New Hope? Who was the first person?
Because he was a Jedi. He was one of the only remaining Jedi.
No, who was the first person they had in captivity they were going to torture?
Leia.
The other kid.
Because she became
the general of the rebellion.
She became a general of the rebellion. Use the brain, Dad. Holy shit.
Well, okay, so why?
The pin drop was not Aura, by the way.
She was the leader of a rebellion. You
kind of like that. You like the pin drop. That was an aura drop. Aura drop. All right, your thoughts on the argument. We're not going to be redundant.
Okay, so I've been both sides here.
You've been on the fence.
I know.
You've been on the fence.
But again, my main argument is that a mother gives birth to kids, right? Out of motherly love,
A mother does what's best for a child. Well, I know what you're about to say. You're about to say motherly love.
Hey, he's allowed to have his opinion.
I know what he's about to say. And it's
We'll
stupid.
get through this. Just quiet down.
We'll get through this together.
Stop. Okay. I'm gonna
Just
talk.
calm down. You called it a reverse.
Reverse abortion.
She killed herself when the kids lived.
A mother is gonna do everything she can out of motherly love to see her kids grow up. If she doesn't succeed, but she's gonna try.
That's right.
Look,
After
like
she
I
names
say,
them.
an
After she names them.
airball is better than a no-shot
This is rage
violation. Look, she's gonna try her best to see her kids grow up.
So who
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
If you turn to the dark side, I think my mom would want to try to watch me grow up.
Not if they're looking
or
for
trying
you.
to protect you.
The best thing a mother would do for her kids. The best thing a
Someone's
mother.
always looking for somebody.
Let me talk. The best thing a mother would do for her kids is to let them live their life. If she was there with them, they would die. They would die.
We don't know that.
Yes, they do, because they're looking for any signs.
know he had a
Stop
mother.
talking. The last thing the Empire was trying to do was to wipe out any signs of the Republic, and Padme was one of the big things. And she would have probably turned Vader to the light side if they ever met. But no, they would never meet. They would never meet. It's because she can't even get to Darth Vader because the Empire. She has to get through the Empire to even get to Darth Vader in the first place. So no, Dad. No, motherly love does not apply here because the best thing a mother would do for a child is to let
Commit suicide.
no, is to let her own children live. If she,
All right, we've already been over it.
she won't risk her own kids' lives just so she can live. She won't. Any mother would do that. She
Tell
wouldn't.
us your thoughts in the comment. Do you agree with him that they knew everything was going to go bad, so the reverse abortion was a good idea? Or do you go with me? You name your kids, that means you love them, so you're going to live to try to protect them.
1v3 in an argument, and I still.
No. Who won the argument? You never said who.
I don't think she should have died.
That's so dumb.
All right, I win.
You can't just say
Look,
that
I
when
know-
I completely give a good argument onto why
Look,
that
no
doesn't
one
make
wins-
any sense.
No one wins, but I disagree that I don't think anyone wins because I see both sides, but I don't think
This all could have been fixed with one line of dialogue. Oh, she succumbed to her injuries. Instead of she lost the will to live. That would have all been fixed.
I'm gonna commit suicide because I don't.
It's not committing suicide. You fucking. Oh my god.
You said.
It's committing suicide in a way to
Deep
save
breath.
her. It's committing a suicide as a way to save her children. Holy shit! Is it that hard
Why
to
are you so
comprehend?
mad about it?
Because this is my favorite movie ever, and you're saying it sucks because of something that's not even a whole. Is it that hard to comprehend?
I love the movie. End of story.
Is it that hard to comprehend? Holy shit!
All right, Cooper's going to take a break. This is going out there, by the way.
I don't care.
Good.
People will realize how dumb you are in Star Wars knowledge.
Oh, in the
In
comments.
Star Wars knowledge, you have zero ball knowledge.
I didn't get this upset when you guys were bagging on Rogue One.
I said it was a good.
You guys said only a fraction of the... You're so critical of the rest of the parts.
No,
Only a fractoid of the movie is good.
Father, I said the dialogue was pretty good. I think the other ones were better. I gave it a 3.5. I think
It was a
great.
teachable moment. You can have a passionate argument without the cursing and the screaming and yelling and getting
Dad, you think
your
this
high
is
blood
school
pressure.
here? That
It is.
it's more interesting if you do get mad.
Yeah, without the,
It's not
without
fun if
the,
it's not fun
Next
if you're
segment.
just like
Next segment.
without the what happens in turning red.
Next segment.
That was
she becomes a panda.
good one. Pop.
She doesn't become a panda because she's angry. She becomes a panda because she likes.
All right, we're gonna finish up this show with our. We're gonna finish up this show. We have everybody has Letterbox, and everybody before they do their Letterbox, we're gonna tell you our username. We want you to follow us, but we're gonna do our weekend review of all movies that we've watched. How far back do we take this?
I mean, I have
You
mine.
want to do five movies?
For me, it's GOAT.
Let's do your last
Last five.
five, I guess.
Is it last five?
I don't know, cause mine. I know where my first movie is.
How about
but-
you just pick like 3 to talk about, or like 5 to talk about? I don't know.
All right.
Let's do 3 because we're
Alright,
running
so, yeah.
long here.
Yeah, we're running long.
And my
here.
phone may die
All
at
right.
any moment. So
So I want on Letterboxd, I want you to follow me, Buffman619. Buffman619.
booyaka.
I'm gonna do Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home 2015. My stepdad's not mean, he's just adjusting. If you've seen Death to Smoochie, you'll get that. I gave it 3 stars. Deep Impact, 4 stars. Great human, emotional stories. The Toy Shuttle, Robert Duvall, Father-Daughter Beach, etc. I just wish they would have called a couple of deep well oil drillers for the mission. Referenced Armageddon. At least in Armageddon, they blew the darn asteroid to smithereens and only one guy died. All right.
More than one guy did.
Well, more than one guy died blowing it up. I guess getting there. On Deep Impact, they really easily landed on the asteroid.
Because Robert Duvall specialized in landing.
Yeah.
But
On
as
the
John
moon.
Favreau said, there's spin cycles. There's spin
Yeah.
cycles.
Gus Pertenza. Gus Pertenza.
Spoilers, by the way. Just,
Spoilers everywhere. We said that at the beginning of the show.
but not you said for me.
I'll put a graphic.
Yeah, there'll be a
Darth Vader
graphic
thing
on there.
Letterboxd.
I'll do, let's
Yeah,
see.
one more.
One more here. And this will be, I won't read that one. Follow me, Buffman619. And let's do Top Gun.
There you go.
Top Gun, the first one, not your fault. Top Gun, 5 stars. Dogfights and missile locks. This is where it all came from. The movie that started a wave of signups for the Navy. Maverick needed the "It's Not Your Fault" talk from Good Will Hunting. Banger soundtrack. You are writing checks that your body can't cash, but you can be my wingman anytime.
Good movie. Good movie.
Average movie.
Jordan will go next.
Now you guys go because I'm going to pull my
All right,
account.
you go ahead. You go
Okay,
ahead.
so
And tell them your account so
it
they
will
can
be
follow
3,
you.
right? 3
Huh?
movies.
3 movies,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
My username is Jaco the Fate. Weird, I know.
With a
Jaco the
C.
Fate.
Spell that out. Spell
No,
that out.
I'll put it on screen. It's
Okay,
Jaco
you'll
the
put it on
Fate.
screen.
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and then Goat, the one with Steph Curry. That
You,
one.
when did you watch that crap?
So I give it 3 stars. I give it 3 stars because it was like kind of fun.
Yeah.
But literally, if you take Space Jam and Zootopia and they have a newborn, you get Goat. It's just talking animals that play basketball.
Is it a goated movie?
No, that's what. It's fun enough. We're like, because it's short, it's condensed. It's not bad, but nothing special. And then I'll do Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So I've always really liked this movie, but like that rewatch, it was just way better for some reason. It's like probably like, to be honest, like my 3rd favorite Marvel movie. I think just Endgame and Infinity War are a little better, but I think it's probably my 3rd favorite one, to be honest.
You know what? Stay on that one for a
Another technical difficulty, it's okay.
Black Widow.
All right.
I mean, Black Widow, everybody in that movie just kicked ass. We talked about Mandalorian, how everybody mailed it in. Everybody did what the opposite of mailing it in. They took a jet and said, we got this. The fight scenes, the highway scenes. I mean, if you total up the damage they did to the city in this movie, it's probably in the billions.
They
but
talk about in Civil War, Ross was Washington.
yeah, the Accords. You guys are out of control.
Did I say Aiden Ross? No, I mean General Ross.
General Ross. Aiden Ross. I think he plays for the Bills.
No, he's
But
a
no, but
He's a
like,
streamer.
Oh, okay. Shout out then.
But like the writing is super. It's part. You could argue it's the best written Marvel movie. It has
Absolutely.
The fight scenes are so cool. Like so like one of my favorite movies is Heat. The fight scenes are like very similar to that. It's just, It's just badass. Bucky's like a ruthless bad guy who he kind of goes like back and forth, like turns a little bit, but he's such a good bad guy. When Captain America finds out it's Buggy, he like his face is it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
But then the other one, so my dad did Top Gun. I watched Top Gun Maverick in the theaters when it came back for its anniversary.
Yeah. In theaters, man.
Best movies ever made, bro. It's one of the best movies ever.
When
made,
I saw
in my
Top
opinion.
Gun Maverick in the theater when it first came out, they had the seats that moved, and I had a beard.
Yeah.
And we're in the jet, and my beard was bouncing everywhere. But
it came out in a time when like movies weren't great, and I feel like society wasn't great. But I feel like that movie just kind of saved everyone.
that movie did.
If
say
that movie
Probably
bombed,
extinct.
we would have all just killed each other. That would have been our last straw.
I wouldn't be alive.
Bad Top Gun movie.
We all kind of wandered out of the house, wandered out into the world, and saw Top Gun Maverick, and it was great.
That movie made me like want to be like a fighter pilot.
So I guess you gave it 3 stars then.
5 stars, yeah.
Oopsie doopsie.
My letterbox name is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Not bad.
You can tell by my favorites being Revenge of the Sith, Whiplash, Remember the Titans, and Return of the Jedi. So, I watched Raya and the Last Dragon. I gave it 1 star. And I said movies like this need to have at least one important character to die. If everyone gets saved every time, it gets super repetitive and overdone. And the message sucked. With the power of trust, we can win. I'm sorry, I've just had it with this generic Disney movies that tried too hard to appeal to the younger audience's humor and fails miserably. And I also hate the voice actor of the dragon.
Shakespeare's not dead.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
You gotta have death.
Yeah, it's
That brings on redemption.
yeah, it's literally they spent so much effort on the water graphics instead of the actual movie. And that's kind of the state Disney is in right now, and it kind of sucks because they're just pumping out the same movie over and over, and even Pixar is doing the same thing, and it's just bad. Next, I have Top Gun Maverick, 5-star movie. It's like those flight scenes are some of the best in like cinema.
They're
It's
so
just-
realistic.
My friend, he's like actually he yelled, like not to be annoying, but like out of genuine reaction. That's how good it was to him.
One thing we can all agree on: Top Gun Maverick's a great movie.
Solid. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
One of the best ever. All right.
And then I watched Project Hail Mary, and I gave that 4.5. It's a really good space movie. It's just it's similar to Interstellar, but it's like really good.
Yeah.
I do slightly prefer.
There's something in your face.
I slightly prefer Interstellar more, but like Project Hail Mary is like Interstellar, but with more comedy aspects.
I
But
said the same thing. It's like Interstellar, only better. All right.
We don't have the time to address that right
Next time.
now. We don't have the time to address that right now. I'm going to also start off with Deep Impact because I had a funny question and I want you guys to answer as well. But the last I gave it 4 stars, but the last 25 minutes are like the biggest kick in the balls ever if you've seen the movie. But the movie did get me thinking though, who would be the funniest president throughout history to have an extinction level event for? I think the answer has to be Donald Trump. Like,
The comet's so huge.
this is the gayest comment I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of comments, but this is easily the gayest.
This comet is a Democrat.
Joe Biden.
There will be no minorities in the limestone tunnel. But yeah, it's a fun movie. I'll go Batman forever. My only comment was Batman if he was horny and killed people. He killed a lot of people in this
Use the
movie.
bat signal to get laid.
And Nicole, I said Batman's. He tries to use Batman to get laid. Nicole Kidman, just the fuck me eyes the entire movie, dude. It looked just insanely, just a horny movie, and you know.
And how did she not know that was Bruce Wayne? I mean, she was right in his face for most of the movie. But,
She's
yeah.
dope, bud. And then to finish us off here, we'll
And
go
don't
with-
forget to give your title. Your
Yeah, okay, Buffman 316.
that's usually mine, but he took it, so I had to go 619.
It's fucked, bro. And then to finish us off, we'll go 300. 4 stars. The fact that the Spartan army was actually this cool in real life is hilarious to me.
They were the
actually
GOAT.
had superheroes running around fucking people up. What are we doing?
The action is so good in that movie.
Oh yeah, great. It's phenomenal. It's like when they're all like going under the shield with the arrows.
Hey, we're fighting the shade.
Yeah, we're fighting the shade. That's fucking hilarious. Michael Fassbender's off his ass. And it's like I remember when I took AP history. When I took AP history in high school, we would talk about the Battle of Thermopylae. My teacher was like, "Who's here's 300?" Like I did, and he's like, "Yeah, the Spartans are actually that cool."
I remember my world history teacher actually did that too.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like 2 people raised their hands.
Not bad.
Not bad. No one knows ball, but
That is not your arm anymore.
So with Batman Forever, would you agree that's the worst representation of Batman?
Don't answer that. That's on the next episode.
Why not?
We're gonna do. That's a cliffhanger. That's a cliffhanger. We're gonna
the
rank
point?
Batman movies. We're also gonna rank villains in Pixar and Disney. Also, Pixar, Disney movies. We got so much more for you, and we're gonna even break out M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, not bad. Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. We're gonna make these kids watch like The Village and shit.
We don't own his best movies, and he wants us to watch it.
Gotta watch After Earth, bud, and then you might blow your brains out.
Yeah, I want you to get. It'd be mean to say top 5 M. Night movies.
You mean top 10?
3 is easy, but top 5. Oh, top 10 is really
you
a
would have to
beast.
put- If you didn't, what?
But no.
No, go ahead. This is a
What?
podcast. You're supposed to talk.
We don't own his best movies, so what do you want me to watch them? We don't own Signs or the 16
They
Cents.
will be here.
Or just quote it. Not bad.
But
Way to answer the question.
if we did a top 10 M. Night Shyamalan movies, you would have to put like 3 or 4 objectively terrible films on there.
Yes.
Who even is that?
He's a very famous director.
The Village, Signs, The Sixth Sense,
You're learning more ball now. That's great.
Split, and that's all. That's all the good ones. There's about 12
all.
others he
That's-
made
that's
too.
all,
So we'll
folks.
talk about that. We're gonna do top 10 lists and stuff like that. So this will grow. Thanks for growing with us. Follow us on all our socials, and be sure to tell your friends about roll credits. And at this point, now we will roll the credits.